everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're just about set for... Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're just about set for a kickoff as we resume action in the second quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to host the Philadelphia Eagles. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Washington football team. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And far right side taken in here to start this drive.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Devlin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. If you look out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive going right here.
On first and 10, Devlin got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Devlin. Rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They'll run on first down. It's Woods. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. On 3rd down, Queen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Throwing on first down, Devlin. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
To throw on 2nd down. Devlin going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. He's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'll come back and make a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Down near the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops the return. He's halted at the 12-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 2nd down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, it's Woods. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field. So he put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty, so that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redwoods had 6 to their lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Extra point attempt to come here. And with that, the lead is up to 8. That time, a 9-play drive. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Field, here comes Los Angeles. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is going to be called one-handed. Wow. Big play there for L.A. A one-handed catch a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Back to throw. Devlin. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They run. It's Williams. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. They'll run on first down. It's Woods. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll come on to kick this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and this, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Devlin. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Devlin will drop this down to Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spend a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
On first down, it's Woods. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown! A great play there. 69 yards. And the Redwoods use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute and a half remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. On first down, Devlin, he finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Porter. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Devlin. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Again, he'll drop the throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Devlin. This is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it up. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for our visitors, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
day, from Toronto, Canada, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Toronto Montees taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
He was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Throwing to start the drive. Payne. Throw left side complete. That's Duncan. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Looking to throw on second down. Payne. No. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Payne. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
It always have for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now, look, you always want to start strong. I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
And this one's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Forrest. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
On 1st and 10. Forrest, pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer for defense.
Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. What are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week? 17 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Forrest. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer for defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Point after here coming up. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out with that first drive. How did you go here? And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for him from a week ago: 25 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Looking to throw. Payne. Slide it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing on first down. Forrest. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Forrest. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Samuel. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath, they're talking about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, Forrest will get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Forrest. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw on 2nd down. Forrest. That's caught by Warner, the tight end. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Forrest. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Forrest.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Forrest. Looking now, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Look at this, a tight end carry. Throwing on 1st down. Forrest. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. To throw on 2nd down. Forrest. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Forrest. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, Forrest. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down and change up on that?
And they get him down, but not... From the gun on third down. Forrest completes a Mooney on the slant. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, Payne. He finds his man, complete. It's Duncan. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Payne. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a give, right side. Powell. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. A 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Another nice pick up through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw on second down. Forrest. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Forrest. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on 1st down. Payne will get this one to the Golden Domer. St. Brown. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Powell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Payne. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Payne. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And even with the missed field goal that we just saw, they still have to try and erase a 2-score 4th quarter deficit. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. And that one just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
I hope not gone yet.
But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back home for one last big drive.
What you talking about, ref?
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
First down, Forrest. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They juked him, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On first and 10, Payne. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Now we'll throw here to his running back. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That'll be caught by St. Brown. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught here by Ward. Second down at 4. Looking to throw. Payne. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on first down. Payne. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes inbound. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So a critical mistake roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Payne. The quick slant. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Mounties have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. Samuel. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Payne, he's going to let it fly. High throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Payne. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points.